All right, hey everybody, this is Web3 Talks. This is brought to you by Web3 Devs. We offer blockchain development and blockchain consulting to help businesses connect and interact with blockchains. And so today our topic is the use of WordPress. So we've used WordPress in the past in delivering products to our clients. And so I just kind of wanted to talk about why WordPress has been used and what are the advantages, what are some potential disadvantage and that sort of thing. So we have Brian and Aaron with us today. And why is WordPress a good platform for dApps?
It's honestly, it's not thought about that much from dApp developers, but the fact is, I mean, it's some crazy high percentage of the existing internet runs on WordPress in some capacity.
It's like over 26% last time I heard is on WordPress.
Yeah.
Of the internet.
Of the internet. Yeah. So, I mean, the fact is there's lots of sites out there already using WordPress, and not every dApp necessarily requires being built from scratch from the ground up. There are plenty of applications out there that might want to just add a feature that is blockchain related or dApp related. And, if they're already on WordPress, they don't need to change the whole platform they're on when they do that. For an example of that, we built this miracletab.org for a children's hospital to raise money, where it was back when CoinHive was huge, where the in-browser mining for charity was big. And so we created a WordPress plugin that they could then take and just add to their existing site, and boom, they had a page where people that wanted to donate CPU cycles to raise them money could just go to their site and do that, and they didn't have to redesign everything from the ground up. They could just integrate it into their current system. Another thing is, WordPress. One thing WordPress has gotten fairly good at in the past 10, 15 years it's been around is that all the kind of admin level stuff is baked into it. So again, if you build a dApp from the ground up, from scratch, there might be a whole bunch of things where some admin has to manage users or reset passwords and things like that, and that's all already built into WordPress. You can just, it's spun up by default, and you don't have to build all that custom functionality.
Another cool thing it can do is it can handle certain data just as part of PHP, and so you don't have to run an entire separate server to pass around some of this data like you do with JavaScript. If I got to build a full dApp in JavaScript, oftentimes I have to build a full node server on the back end to handle some information and pass it to the front end or the client. With PHP, it's baked in. You can just pass it around.
Yeah, it's a great point. And, at a technical level, I mean, anytime, like with a more traditional dApp, you're dealing with, say, the Ethereum smart contracts. I mean, the vast majority of the time, you're just interacting them with front-end JavaScript anyways. So your backend system, if you even have one, is not as crucial. You're doing it all client-side in the browser anyways. Mm-hmm. So, WordPress allows all of that, and it we just inject that JavaScript onto the page, and it works seamlessly.
Yeah. Further to that point, like if your application is based on, or your use case is based on an Ethereum smart contract, the EVM can act as your server in a lot of ways. So if you're using PHP and JavaScript on your front end, EVM on your back end, you get to cut out having that other server altogether. It's something you don't ever have to worry about scaling it or making sure that it doesn't have any downtime. With WordPress and EVM together, you got a combination there that's much better, guaranteeing zero downtime.
Yeah. And then, I mean, yeah, and then some of the other things we've done, I mean, there's things like, obviously, like payment gateways. A lot of people want to have a store where they accept cryptocurrency. Well, you could just spin up a WooCommerce WordPress-based store, and we add the one component that allows you to accept your cryptocurrency that you've created or something like that.
Yeah, you do get to take advantage of that full ecosystem of plugins that are already out there. Yeah, combine them as your use case demands.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you guys have sold me, but I'm already a WordPress website user. I've got multiple sites on WordPress and enjoy working on it. What are the other options if you're not on WordPress or you have some reason for never wanting to use a WordPress? Are you completely unable to have a DApp if you're not on a WordPress site?
No, most of the tools that are created for DApp development are in the JavaScript space. Whenever you build a DApp from the ground up, you got tools like Truffle or Clevis plus Dapparatus, and you can host a full application in JavaScript. Another option is if you already have a website up, maybe on Wix or Squarespace, we can give you a component that's just in a script tag, and you can copy and paste it right into your HTML or right into your user interface on Wix or Squarespace. So there's really any way that you present your website to the client, we can give you an interface to the blockchain.
Cool. Well, anything else you guys want to throw on there? I think this was a great episode.
Yeah, it sounds like a great line to go out on.
All right. Well, once again, this is Web3 Talks, where we talk about blockchain related topics associated with businesses. And we are all members of Web3 Devs, a company that provides blockchain development services and also blockchain consulting. So if you have a project, whether you're on WordPress or not on WordPress, and are interested in doing interacting with some blockchains, we'd love to talk to you about your project. So please reach out. We'll see you next time.